one of the things that I love talking about is the power of the good quality aloe. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about good quality aloe tonight as well, because you can drink it for health or you rub it in on your skin for health. Now, my background, and here's a picture of me and my lovely husband, Nodge. You can see we're a bit grey haired. I was born and raised in the highlands of Ethiopia. I like to say that because I have African blood in me. And Ethiopia was home for 18 years, even though we got sent away to cold, horrible England to boarding school. And I hated England. And I became a midwife and a teacher in order to go back to Ethiopia. But the revolution had happened and I was not allowed to go back. And then I met my husband, who's a Londoner, and we lived in London for years till our daughter enticed us to come south to Worthing. And I joined Forever Living in my 50s simply to make money. I was not an NHS midwife, I was an independent midwife, so I was running my own business. And I was also teaching. I had two full-time jobs in order to make ends meet because we had decided to home educate our daughters. So my husband very gladly gave up his IT job and stayed at home doing shopping, cooking, cleaning, children, cars, allotments, mending, ironing, and all the stuff that women usually do, and they go to work. And so I got desperate for something different. I was tired of being on call, but if I dropped the on-call and just did the university, A, it was boring because I was into more admin than students by then, and B, didn't give me enough money. So I resisted forever for 5 years. For 5 years, lovely Sue kept coming to do her trainings at my antenatal or my postnatal groups, showed her products and said, you could do this, you'd be very good at this. Well, I do not like being told what I'd be good at. So I resisted until I was desperate. And so then I joined reluctantly because midwives don't sell products. I was a professional and you don't do that. But I was desperate to retire early with a great income. So I was really cross in lots of ways that I'd accepted something that I would have to become an aloe vera lady instead of this well-known, well-respected midwife. And to my surprise, the aloe products worked. They did what they'd said they would do. I don't know why I questioned it. I come from Africa. We used aloe. But the aloe in that bottle, I didn't know whether I trusted. But they worked. My husband said he had no back pain, and my daughters were astonished because he's always had back pain. The aloe had helped. My daughter's skin, they were teenagers, cleared up. Their periods got much more regular, and my own energy was much better. I joined 2001, so Felix was a year old. And then I began to realize if I put in the work up front, I could have an income for years. And that's what it's given me. And it is a really, network marketing is a really interesting business model. Whereas Steve said, you win by helping other people win. It was wonderful. I mean, I was helping women to birth a business instead of a baby. So let me show you how this common plant can really keep your digestive system strong, support your immune system, improve systems of menopause and menopause, because there's more and more about menopause these days, support your skin so it's glowing and improve your overall well-being. Aloe is known on every continent. Now, I'm going to backtrack a minute because when I joined Forever and I got that startup box, got the Start Your Journey pack, I didn't know that Forever Living was going to be the company for me. And I searched every network marketing company in the country, in the UK at the time, and the only company with amazing, original, untampered with aloe is Forever Living. And I knew already it has all these names, the medicine plant, the natural healer, wand of heaven, burn plant, and miracle plant. So I wanted to know why. Because I know that there are lots of different varieties of aloe vera, the most common being the Aloe barbadensis Miller, which is aloe vera, the true aloe. grown in the Caribbean, Africa, Europe, and Asia, but also the Aloe, which they mostly use in South Africa. But I know from experience that some aloes are poisonous. We're foragers, my husband and I, and we forage for mushrooms, and we've done a training course so that we know which mushrooms to pick and which mushrooms are poisonous and leave alone. So you do need to learn that with aloe. As Steve says, learn about the aloe and don't trust every aloe vera plant in a pot, and don't necessarily trust the aloe leaves in the market. People say to me, oh, I buy the market aloe and use it. Well, where did it come from? Are you sure it's the true aloe, the Barbadensis Miller? And Forever stood head and shoulders because Forever is called the aloe vera company. And that's why you need to know about aloe vera first and foremost. And Forever owns Aloe Vera of America. It grows only the true aloe. And sometimes you'll notice a little variety in your cartons of aloe because the aloe quality will vary with the soil type, with the climate, with the season, with how it's harvested, how it's fertilized. And Forever owns masses, acres and acres of aloe fields, mostly in the Dominican Republic. They're the largest aloe fields in the world. And they see this huge amount of aloe vera every day. Boy, do they know what they're doing. And it has always been organically grown. And it has always been pesticide and fertilizer free. I've been to check it out because I'm so skeptical. I wasn't going to believe it till I'd seen it for myself. So I know too that the aloe quality will depend on the people. And while Forever talk to good talk, and as Steve said, I went to look at the company and saw and heard all the talk, but what I wanted to know was, how do they treat the people in the fields and in the factories? And so Nodge and I determined to get over there. And to my delight, I found Forever has an incentive, or they did then, where they took us to the aloe fields and the aloe factories. So that was the one goal on my goal board when I started the business, was to get to those aloe fields and to get into the factories. And what I found when I did there, well, just talking to people, I'm not like Steve. I didn't talk to everybody. I talked to one at a time. I'm a midwife, one by one, by one, by one, by one, by one, showing people the video, talking about the products. I would show the video, and when they'd seen the video, I'd say, thank you for looking at it. I'll tick in my book that you're not interested. And often people go, no, 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 no. I said, yes, it's all right. I've ticked no in my book, look. And they went, no, 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 no. I want to talk about the aloe. I want to talk about the business. And that's how I built up enough volume to go visit the fields. So a couple of stories. Forever charters planes and coaches to take you to the aloe fields in Texas. And when they let us out of the coach, there were workers near the coach, and I thought, I'm not talking to them. They've been told what to tell us. And there were workers at the far side of the field, a long way away. I went marching out across, and my husband was running behind me, closely followed by the vice president of the company who was escorting us. He said, do you want me to translate? I said, no, I'm in America. I speak American. And he said, no, 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 they speak Spanish. So, of course, I was slightly put in my place. Anyway, a man from way over came running to meet us. And when he got to us, he shook and he shook and he shook our hands and he said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, what are you saying thank you for? He said, well, let me just show you. If I pick a good quality leaf, nice and mature, and the gel from this goes into a carton that you then deliver to somebody, you distribute to somebody, and their health gets better, how good do you think I feel? I went, wow, he's more concerned about my customers' health than I am. He said, I just feel wonderful in this work. And I looked at his name embroidered on his uniform, and I was thinking, slave, they just want to know who's who. And I said, what do you think about your name? He stroked it and he said, don't you think they want to keep me when they've embroidered my name onto 4 uniforms? His wife worked with the company, his children had scholarships, and they get better holidays than is usual in America. And I found that was reflected throughout the company. The people in the factory We're as happy as their smiles and singing. And they said, we get good rates of pay, we get good holidays. What's not to like? Rex walks around the factory and he knows our names. Rex was the owner. Who sees the CEO in the factory and in the fields calling people by name? And we met, as it happened when we were going round the factory, we met an Ethiopian woman, and as like Ethiopians do, she invited us for a meal. She said, I'll give you the lowdown on this company. Well, I wanted the lowdown on this company, and all of it was good. So there we are. So the leaves are hand-picked. Now, this is unique about Forever Living as well. They're hand-picked, hand-filleted, so we only use the inner gel. The rind goes back as compost, and it's the 100% of inner leaf aloe gel that's used in the drinks and creams. Our competitors machine pick, so that it includes the mature leaves. It's whole leaf, which is a cheap way to produce aloe juice. Then they have to dry it and filter it, and then they fortify it, mix it with aloe water. You can't have 2 times aloe. We use 100% inner leaf gel. So let's look at the aloe plant. The rind is this bit up here, 15 cells thick, and it's where the nutrients are made. The sap is here to transport the nutrients throughout the leaf. And then there's the mucilage here, which is rich in the immunological sugars. And then here's the gel, and that's what we have in our bottles. And aloe's 2 main areas of action are epithelial tissue and the immune system. Epithelial tissue, I like the science-based, is our skin, which is our largest organ of the body. It covers us all over. When you breathe in through your nose, down through your lungs, all lined by epithelial tissue. Swallow something down through your throat, into your stomach, down through your intestines and out the other end, that's all epithelial tissue, as is the lining of all our joints and all the internal organs of our body, the internal part of the heart, the internal part of the womb, the internal part of not the kidneys, but the tubes and our bladder. So a huge part of the body needs to be kept healthy to help the body work well. And then the immune system, we've learned a lot about the immune system. Have a healthy immune system and you don't need to be ill. So what is inside aloe that gives it all of this power? I'm going to go through these fairly quickly: saponins, lignans, vitamins and minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and then a lot of anti-inflammatories that are enzymes, salicylic acid, plant sterols, anthraquinones, and then the immunomodulators that keep our immune system healthy. So the saponins, there they are in the soap and in the gel. They're naturally soapy substances that cleanse the skin when you wash your skin with it and cleanse the digestive tract when you drink it. Really important to keep a clean digestive tract so that you absorb your nutrients properly. A lot of people say to me, I eat well, Dorothy. I eat lots of fresh fruit and vegetables, but how clean is your digestive tract? Are you absorbing it? Lignin is a really important ingredient in aloe. It gives aloe its absorption or penetration ability. On the skin, when you have aloe, it feeds right down through the layers of the skin to the basal layers. And be careful, because anything you rub on with aloe will get absorbed down more carefully. And most of our moisturizers, apart from our aloe ones, are liquid paraffin based. And liquid paraffin is a byproduct of the petroleum industry, where they take out the petrol and leave and refine the gloop. And then we're supposed to put it on our skin. You know, Johnson's baby muck, baby oil, is pure liquid paraffin that people put on their babies. Really get onto the aloe. When you drink aloe, it helps the absorption of the nutrients from our food and medication. So yes, if you're taking medication, watch out. You might not need to take so much. Vitamins, aloe has every one of the vitamins we need apart from vitamin D, including vitamin B12, and they're absorbed really well because of the lignin. And remember, animals need vitamins too. So the aloe products are good for animals. Lots and lots of minerals, all are essential minerals apart from selenium. And if you want to have your selenium, then eat 2 Brazil nuts a day. And then lignin aids the absorption. Again, people say to me, but Dorothea, I eat lots of fruit and vegetables. But when were they picked? You get them from the supermarket and they might have been picked 2 weeks ago. There's hardly any nutrition left in them. Amino acids in aloe, they're the building blocks we need for protein, for growth, for the blood, for the muscles. Aloe has 19 of the 20 that we need. And we need the amino acids to help our mood. Again, lignin will help the absorption. Aloe has enzymes. It has anti-inflammatory enzymes. They help you to digest your food and they help the absorption of your nutrients. Salicylic acid, people go, oh no, I don't take aspirin. Well, this is salicylic acid, a natural ingredient. It's anti-inflammatory. It's healing because it helps to break down dead tissue. It's pain relieving. It's really, really good if you have headaches, and it lowers temperature. It's wonderful for children instead of Calpol. A teaspoonful of aloe every 2 hours will get rid of any temperature. It's antimicrobial. It helps to get rid of bacteria, funguses, and virus. Aloe also contains plant sterols, which are really useful if you're thinking about using steroids. Then drink aloe, rub aloe in first and see if that will make a difference. It contains anthraquinones. I love these because they're anti-inflammatory, they're analgesic, which is pain relieving, they're antiviral, antifungal, and antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal. And they give aloe slightly laxative effect, so it keeps people's bowels working well. And you'll notice that the anthraquinones, these lovely anti-inflammatories, are in our cooling lotion, in the jelly, and in the drinks. So lots of people are asking about inflammation. Aloe has these ingredients that help to reduce inflammation. Inflammation is normal in the body when the body's protecting itself when it's injured. And by drinking aloe, you're giving your body what it needs to overcome the injury. And in aloe, there are enzymes, salicylic acids, plant sterols, and anthraquinones. Great product to take if you've got inflammation anywhere. And what helps the immune system? Well, it's the long-chain sugars, polysaccharides, ace, mannan, carosin, and there's other long-chain sugars that they not only help to keep the immune system healthy, it's not an immune booster. What aloe does is help keep your immune system healthy on a level. So if somebody has a low immune system, it helps your body bring it back to normal. If you've got an overactive immune system, it'll help bring it back down to normal. It's a normalizer. It's a prebiotic. We talk about how we need prebiotics to keep our guts healthy. They help digestion. They're also antiviral. We've needed a lot of that recently. They help to reduce infection. They protect the cells. The long-chain sugars also help protect our joints. And importantly, it helps to improve the gaseous transfer in the lungs. So get rid of the carbon dioxide more easily and absorb oxygen more easily. So people with lung conditions, I have customers with lung conditions, and they found enormous help from drinking aloe regularly. So it's a really, really good tool. And to me, it's the base tool that you use before adding other supplements. And then you work out what else you need. And it's great for maintaining health cradle to grave, preventing and getting rid of infection, and for any imbalance in the body, because it helps your body balance. So remember, with our gel, you get 100% pure inner leaf aloe gel. In our cartons, the yellow carton is 99.7% pure, 100% pure inner aloe leaf gel. And then there's added 0.3%. Oh, that tells me my time's up. Drink 30 to 60 mils morning and evening. I think it's important to drink both ends of the day, because in the morning it gives you your nutrients for the day, and in the evening it gives you your nutrients while your body recovers. When it sleeps, that's when your body repairs. So choose your flavor, but morning and evening. If you feel like you've got a cold or infection coming on, take every couple of hours is what I'd say. I haven't had an infection for years. And also the energy, when you know you're going to be on an all-nighter or you're going to be out clubbing or doing something, then have a good shot before you go out and have a good shot when you come back. And then the Forever Freedom has extra benefits for joint protection. So it's the action of everything together that makes aloe the medicine plant, the natural healer, the wand of heaven, the burn plant, the miracle plant, and it's a useful tool for all of us.